I think one of the good things I've seen that's come out of this time of disruption is people know they can get stuff done. They embracing and utilizing cloud technologies, embracing just that open way of working and that open mindset and working together because they have to. They're being forced to do it.
Couldn't agree more. I think this is the ripe time for organisations to really start to look forward in terms of what they can do, help people get out of the gates and start experimenting, start testing new technologies that they might not have done before.
Yeah, it's interesting. And the other thing we've seen is business continuity has come to the fore again as well. And now in the context of being able to work not just from one location, but getting everyone connected in, getting everyone working, keeping people productive.
I'd say that necessity is the mother of invention. It's given organisation that impetus to start really experimenting and solving business challenges with services that are readily available in Azure.
And I think things like cloud, having that open substrate that sort of sits on top of that allows you to pick an environment that's suitable to your mission, but also allows you to experiment, as you said, to try things out and then learn from that.
Now you can actually go from zero to hero really quickly, given the tools that we have available from OpenShift to the different Azure services.
Is it possible to embrace risk and going quickly? I think for sure. Like you look at the Accelerate State of DevOps report, and they really talk about organizations that do it well versus the organizations that are sort of starting out and learning. And the organizations that do it well deliver about 106 times more frequently to production. Now, what that means is they are creating value for the organization 106 times more frequently than the organizations that are starting out on this journey. And then you look at the risk side of it, they've got a 7 times sort of lower propensity to introduce bugs and failures into production versus the organizations that actually go slower. So they're going faster and they're doing it more securely.
𝗹𝗲𝗿 does a lot of work in the regulated sector, which obviously has a very high need for having things secure. So Azure has a broad range of capabilities that 𝗹𝗲𝗿 has been able to help these regulated industries take advantage of. Organizations right now are wisening up to the fact that sure, they can go at it alone and develop a lot of the collateral themselves, but that's a long path that requires a lot of expertise, a lot of time and cost.
What we really see work is when that transformation is sort of from within the organization, right? And maybe they get someone in to enable them and sort of show them new ways of working and doing that.
And no one wants to be working in the old way. Everyone naturally wants to be working in the new. So it's about giving that spark within the organization so that it fuels them to be able to start innovating on their own, under their own wings. Leverage the people that have already gone through the trials and tribulations, what they've learned, being able to harness that and be able to leapfrog from their successes and failures.
Make sure you run the workload where it makes sense, whether it's on-prem, in cloud, whatever cloud environment you've got. But also from a process perspective, it's saying, well, if you have to, pull your team out and unshackle them, right? Make it possible for them to operate safely outside the bounds of your traditional red tape processes, right? And learn from that. And then the culture that is super important, right? And culture comes from the top. So as leaders, you need to make sure that your people know that they are safe to explore and create this innovation, right? And move your organization forward.
I think having that trusted advisor, being able to help map out the steps, the pitfalls along the way, how to be able to navigate around them is key.
We look at organizations and the collective knowledge of working with other big organizations and agencies, and the right partners have the scars on their backs, right? They've been through it. They know where the dragons are, they know where the pitfalls are.
Yeah, I feel that one of the key things that we do is to be able to enable those organizations to stand on their own feet. I think the 𝗹𝗲𝗿/Red Hat partnership is key in terms of the way that we approach problems, the way we have that shared ethos that it's not about who has the best idea, it's about making sure that that best idea bubbles to the top.
Yeah, it's been interesting, right, on this journey with Lab3 and this engagement. It's almost like one of those wonderful first dates, right? There's a spark there and a meeting of the minds, which is really great, and it really centers around customer centricity.
Yeah, I really feel the stars are starting to align in terms of what Red Hat, Lab3, Microsoft are able to actually offer now. We very much have that like-minded approach in terms of being able to provide an open platform in which we can really leverage our key strengths on, from Microsoft's hyperscaler platform that can really meet whatever demand that is thrown at it, to OpenShift's capability.
And that's sort of come through in the way we've worked together as well, right? So there's been no egos. It's always been about the customer. What value can we add to the customer?